And there we go. The outsider has given us some very useful tools on our mission. First and foremost, blink. This can make us travel pretty much everywhere and avoid everything. Which is incredibly useful for finding things. And if you remember, we have a quest. I'll use the heart to find a rune near the Houndbits pub. And I guess it's time to do that. This is the heart. As you can see on the map, you see where the runes are. But other than that, the heart also tells us a lot.
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife.
That's another rune. That means we have 3 now. So our choices here are... well, actually, no, there's only 2. I forgot about 1 rune that we're going to pick up quite soon. Dangerous fish in those waters.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars. Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart. They stood in a circle around the candles and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames. The conspirators have found a safe home here. They take great care that they are not
He
fallen.
can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. He says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh,
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havlock find these people, I wonder?
the ale here is sweetened with honey to hide the taste of river brine.
Aside from telling us all about the hound pits, the heart can also tell us about people. For example,
She hides her hands. They are raw and scarred from
Good
the
day,
washing.
Master Corvo.
The common woman, she fears the abbey and the plague. She is a seamstress in a shop frequented by the wealthy. There is nothing common about the work she does every day. The sober speak in whispers. The drunk bellow.
the heart is a tool to find out so much more about the game that I imagine a lot of people just skip.
Fortunes have been won here, and lives have been lost.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
You can just talk to them, of course, but you don't find out as much as you do if you use the heart.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Serkonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, this story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers. Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family. He always eats very well, even as his wife and child grow thin. It is in the common man that the Abbey finds its most faithful. He steals from his business partner a little every day. Some men can still find work along the waterfront. He didn't tend to that cut, and now it festers. A man is only as common as his dreams.
You can spend your entire game walking around clicking things with a heart. But we do have a job to do.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coldridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? Early in the morning. Alright. Enough of this, it's time to go talk to Piero. And after that, let's go talk to Admiral Havlock. Piero has some things for us that we might get. Now, we've looked over the actual stuff to buy before, and there was nothing that super interesting. So, let's just grab that. First thing to do is, in fact, buy ourselves a rune. Aside from that, there's nothing that super interesting, to be honest. The upgrades are all nice, but I intend to do a lot of close-range combat, so not really want to spend the limited coin I have on crossbow or pistol or anything. I might get sword crossing eventually, but I don't intend to do much open melee combat. It's mostly going to be stealth assassinations. Thank you. That means we have 3 runes. With 3 runes, we can get anything. Level 1 at least. Now, the choices we have here that are currently interesting to us would be possibly getting agility for 1 to get some jump height, and then maybe consider shadow kill to make sure that they turn to ashes, they die, so people don't see the corpses. But honestly, that's not a big deal. The greatest thing for us is probably going to be blink level 2. It is pretty amazing, and getting it now before we really start doing anything, it will save us a lot of trouble in the long run. So here we go. Super blink. We can now go pretty much everywhere. Up here. Or just jump straight to Havlock.
Well, let's get down to it.
First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
Thank you, Admiral.
Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits. Glad to see you got your rest, Corvo. You'll need it. Say, that's an interesting tattoo on your hand. Saw a lot of that in the Navy, but nothing quite like yours.
No, I don't think you would either. On my hand is the mark of the outsider, and it marks me as I'm being touched by him and using his powers.
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment.
Hello?
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havlock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Should be easy.
She is Callista Kerr now. She has learned to defend herself in this treacherous city. She and her uncle, the last of the Kerr family. The old man claimed a dark corner and drank himself into oblivion. The hounds were the first to find him.
The thing about the Horde is if you're too far away, she'll just talk about the area. Need to be close enough.
She dreams of freedom, and then the decks of whaling ships fast after the beasts of the sea. But alas, she's a woman. They are burning whales.
See, right now I'm too far away.
Such sadness.
Actually, I might be just about the right.
Hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
Yeah. The heart is your tool to finding out more about people. For example, good old Samuel. The heart will tell us that he's a pretty cool guy, which is nice. Corvo needs some people to trust. First we're going to take a look here, as we can see we can teleport quite far. Just going to make sure we've got pretty much everything we want. Just picking up some extra goods. This place is larger than most people realize. There are entire towers and stuff you can go onto. But nothing incredibly interesting. And we will be back here many times, so we'll see everything we need to. I think it's about time to do our business. And our business is death.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
And on with the mask.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
I'll meet you here, Samuel, when the job is done.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Nasty furry filth. Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
These men deserve to die.
One, two, three.
Good. Keep them coming.
Innocent bystander. Best not alert her.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Now this guard is going to die. But I don't want the other girl to see. I need to wait until her back is turned.
Nasty rat. Get away.
Get out of here. You won't get another warning. Get off me.
Oh, you are definitely going to die.
Fuck. Disgusting.
One, two, three, heave!
Death.
Good. Keep them coming.
Rot in the river.
One, two, three, heave!
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Spymaster, your death is coming as well.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to do that. Yes, I would, indeed.
Granny Rags.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Gladly.
Granny, come out.